All right, I'm going to try and make a vlog once a week, put it out there on YouTube, and just let people know what I'm doing here. I've got some mates I've been sending some videos to, and they say, you should put that on YouTube, Shorey. All right, then, why not? So I'm calling the channel the Digital Nomad Reject because I don't know anything about this crap. Um, Look, if you want to follow me, see what I'm doing here, I'm just an old fella living the dream, really. I live on a tropical island just off the coast of Cambodia, 25 kilometres off the coast of Cambodia, to be exact. It takes about 45 minutes to get here by boat, fast boat. Costs about $15. Um, and you're here, and you can get $15 rooms. You can get what else can you get for $15? You can definitely eat all day for $15. You probably drink all night for $15. I'm going to start calling it the $15 island. The bus ticket from Phnom Penh to to the ferry terminal on the mainland was $15. So yeah, $15 seems to be a number here. I try not to spend any more than $15 a day if I can. That's difficult sometimes. Hiring a scooter will cost you $10 a day here, and you can go all day, ride around the whole island, including fuel, for $10. That's pretty good. I finally got the money worked out. It took me a while. We've got two different currencies here: US dollar and Cambodian real. Now the real's kind of worthless, but it's the way I've looked at it now is I use that as change. Yeah, okay, so you pay in US dollars mostly, but if there's change coming, it usually comes in real, and it takes 4,000 real just to get $1 US. So if you're paying $3 for a meal, you're paying 12,000 real. Just multiply everything by four. Really makes it easy. That's how I've done it. Uh, but I also buy a beer in the afternoon for 1,000 real, 25 cents. So that's another story. You'll probably see a bit of that popping up in the videos here. What else? I'm assuming I've done some editing here, and I'm throwing some clips up of some different places I've been to and things. And look, I'm not a touristy kind of guy. I eat because I have to. I don't, go looking for the fashionable food or anything like that. I try and find stuff that I can eat, keep down, doesn't make me sick, and that's getting sick's easy to do here, very easy. Uh, the food hygiene and things are just very substandard, even worse than Thailand. So I don't trust a lot. Luckily, on the island here where I'm staying, on the part of the island that I'm staying called Koltuk, Koltuk. It's just a beach here. It's a fishing village though, and it's been kind of westernized a little bit with some restaurants and bars that are more Western, catered to Western. There's plenty of little convenience stores around here as well. They sell cheap beer, they sell water and ice creams and biscuits and chips and uh, packet noodles, that sort of stuff, and cigarettes and things. What else? Um, well, yeah, there's not a lot here otherwise, which is kind of good. It makes it hard to spend money. There is a pharmacy on the island, which is handy to know. I didn't know that at first. I did my research before I came here, and I kind of knew what was here. Um, and the pharmacy's, well, it's not well stocked, but I'm informed, and I haven't done it yet. But I'll make another video when I do. I've got some pills I take. They're very hard to get in Thailand. They're even harder to get in Cambodia. But I am reliably informed that if I give them here the names of the tablets, they will get them in. I'll have to pay for them in advance, but that's okay. And they will order them in for me. So otherwise, I've got to go all the way to the mainland, which is $25 return, $15 one way, but $25 return. Spend the day over there with tuk-tuks and things like that. just to go and find and run around looking for this medicine. Basically, you just got to take the blister pack to the counter, show it over, and say, "Have you got this?" And they go, "Mhm." So you go to the next one. Um, Oddly enough, I tried like 5 or 6 in a row in Phnom Penh. Finally walked into one and just expecting a no, and she just took a box off the shelf and said, "Anything else?" Oh, wow. I'll have 2 boxes, please, if you've got them. And yeah. And this is stuff you have to have a script for in Australia. There's just no way in hell that you would get it from a chemist over there. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to leave it there. I've got, like I said, I've got a few things that's happening. I'm going to hire a scooter next week probably and go and do a bit of a trip around the island. And again, I'm not showing you touristy stuff. You can see that on other videos. But I'm looking for fishing spots, to be honest, because I'm going to buy a fishing rod as well. That'll be another video probably. Getting a fishing rod here. Uh, Not cheap, but I have found an online store, AliExpress. They can send one here apparently, so I might give that a go. I can hire a fishing rod. That might be what I'll end up doing. Um, but we'll see. We will see. Anyway, look, like and subscribe and all that shit that you're supposed to do if you want to. If you don't, I don't really care. I'm not out here to make any money. I just thought, well, if I'm going to send this to my mates, I might as well stick it on YouTube. Then makes it easier. Anyway, all right, sorry out. I thought I'd finished. I said goodbye, but I probably should elaborate on a few things. I already knew where I was staying before I came over here. I have secured myself for 1 month anyway. Just a real basic room. I'm probably showing pictures of it now. It's got a pretty grubby sort of bathroom. Not very pleasant, but hey, it's air conditioned. It's right on the main street, and I have got one hell of a view. So uh, I'm pretty happy with that. So it's $200 US a month, $50 a week, and I get to live here. Now that price will change during the high season if I want to stay there. So, and I don't particularly want to live there all the time. So I'm looking now for other accommodation, something more permanent on the island, and it's few and far between. So if I go around and see something, I'll make a video. I'll stick up a few pictures here and there of some stuff I spot. I have spotted one. I didn't film it actually, but yeah, the people haven't gotten back to me about the price, so I don't know. I think they're making a price up to suit what nationality I am. What else? That's all I really wanted to mention was the accommodation. I already had it sorted before I got here. There's no ATMs on the island. None. Nothing. You can pay by credit card, but you pay 6% on top of that. You can get cash out with your credit card or your debit card, and you pay 6%. It's about the same as what the ATM's going to charge you anyway, even if there was one here. Now, I didn't know how I was going to go about this. I opened up before I came here a bank account with ABA Bank, which is the biggest bank in Cambodia, and most stores, even store holders, little tiny street food vendors, will let you scan. You use a QR code, scan, and pay that way. That's what I've decided I'm going to do because cash is just too difficult here. I got a little bit of cash on me, a little bit left over. I'm going to keep that for those emergency times when the power's out, or I'm on the other side of the island and literally nowhere, and they don't have the scan ability. You got to pay cash. Other than that, I think it should be fine. I feel a bit embarrassed when I pay 1,000 real, 25 cents, via a scan to buy a beer. That I'm feeling a bit guilty about that. So I've been trying to pay cash. Hey, it's just not going to last forever, so I'll get used to it. Most of the places here now that I am drinking at, these little tiny mum and pop stores, I've gotten to say hello to the owners or whoever's working there. And for the most part, I've got some smiles and some friendly responses and stuff. So it's been pretty good. And if I just decide to sit here and have 3 or 4 beers, they just give me a bill. So, but once it's busy and there's too many people around, they can't do that. They can't afford people to fuck off on them and not pay. I can see that. And judging by some of the the guests I see here already, that would be highly likely in certain circumstances. There are certain countries here that visitors from countries here. Seriously, I don't know why they travel. I won't mention them. No, it's got nothing to do with me. But I just shake my head sometimes, going, "Wow." Especially the younger generation. And no offense, but I don't know. When I didn't start traveling until I was older, I suppose. So I don't know what young backpacking's like, but doesn't seem to be a lot of manners to it lately. Just my observation. Hey, anyway, I'll sign out again. I think I signed off before. Let's see if I can edit that out. Look, I've worked out the little bit of editing I can do on my computer, but I don't like it. It's annoying. Even making a thumbnail annoys me. So, look, yeah, don't expect really polished content from me. It won't happen. So, but hey, look, anyway, I probably got some interesting stories to tell. So, and I meet some interesting people because I'm kind of interesting myself. Windswept and interesting. Anyway, Shorey here. See you later.